Level 1. The Conscript Grenadier. You are 19. Not long ago, you were on a factory floor in Stuttgart. Now, you're crouched in a frozen trench in Belarus. You hold a Mauser 98K, carry 60 rounds, and wear a mass-produced tunic that's already fraying at the seams. You earn 30 Reich marks a month, less than you made back home. But the Reich covers your rent, a muddy hole, and a steady supply of lead. Your squad has 10 men. You've learned 3 names. Your sergeant doesn't care if you learn the rest. Statistically, half of them won't survive the next 6 months. Your mission is primitive. Obey, carry the steel, and don't let the minus 36 degrees Celsius air stop your heart. Your boots are frozen solid by morning. You stuff old newsprint into your coat to trap a ghost of warmth. You watch a comrade's toes get hacked off in the mud with a rusty blade and no morphine. You survive the winter. That passes for luck. You're promoted. Level 2. The Veteran Private, Gefreiter. At 20, you've seen a year of slaughter. You're now a lance corporal. Your reward for not dying is an extra 3 marks a month. You aren't the new meat anymore. You've deciphered the system. You know which officers are butchers and which ones might actually navigate you back to a warm bed. You trade cigarettes for scraps of bread and sleep with your rifle tucked inside your parka so the bolt doesn't seize. The fresh replacements look at you for answers. You have only one. 80% of your countrymen die on this front. Every friendship you forge is a temporary lease. The captain is running out of ways to say, "Fallen for the fatherland." You keep your head down. You don't ask about the prisoners. You survive. You move up. Level 3. The squad leader, Unteroffizier. You are 21. 10 lives now rest on your intuition. The Wehrmacht values off-tracks tactic, mission-style command. They tell you the goal. They don't care how many bodies it takes to get there. You make 45 marks a month to shepherd 10 men through a war that has already devoured 1 million of your brothers. The conscripts arriving now are ghosts, malnourished, poorly trained, and terrified. You try to teach them how to dig, how to clear ice from a firing pin, but half of them die before they even learn your name. You write their final letters home. You execute your first deserter behind a barn in Ukraine because the gendarmerie handed you the Luger and whispered that hesitation is a death sentence. You don't sleep, but you're still breathing. Level 4. The Backbone, Feldwebel. By 23, you are a platoon sergeant, 50 men. You are the structural steel of the infantry. There are no more lieutenants. They die too fast, so NCOs like you lead the charge. The men call you the mother hen because you handle their pay, their rations, and their punishments. When they fall, you're the one who snaps the dog tag in half. You guide 19-year-old officers who have been in the field for 6 weeks until they inevitably take shrapnel to the throat. You're offered a commission, you decline. You've seen the charts. Officers are target practice, but the war doesn't ask for your consent. Level 5, the placeholder, Leutnant. You're 24. They made you an officer because the Eastern Front consumes lieutenants like firewood. Education no longer matters. Only a National Socialist attitude and a willingness to die. You lead a company of 180 boys, all watching to see if your next order is their last. You learn the grim secret. By 1944, every officer position has been replaced an average of 9 times. You aren't a leader. You're a ghost in a uniform waiting for the next occupant. Your oath to Hitler is the only thing keeping you from the gallows as the maps show the world closing in. Level 6. The company commander, Hauptmann. You are 26. You lead 180 men through the same mud you once slept in as a private. You eat their rations. You share their lice. You've written so many letters of condolence that the words have lost all meaning. Your company has been wiped out and rebuilt 3 times over. It's the same unit number, but the faces are all strangers now. You've seen 4 million Germans die, not as a statistic, but as a mountain of corpses. You are transferred to the Western Front, just as the tide turns at Normandy. Level 7, the survivor, Major. At 28, You command a battalion, 800 men. You are a relic. On June 6, 1944, the world explodes. Your division loses 28 generals in a month. Your battalion is shredded by August. The replacements are 17-year-old children or old men who look like your father. You receive orders that are tactical suicide. You follow them anyway. To question is to be a defeatist. To be a defeatist is to hang from a lamppost. You keep your hand raised in the salute. You keep the machine running. Level 8, the Ghost General. General Major. You are a general. You command a division that exists mostly on paper. One German general dies every 2 weeks now. You count them. The war is a hollow shell. Ever.